you start a digital marketing campaign to generate leads and conversions, your initial thought might be, hey, I need to get as many leads as I possibly can. The problem with that though is if you get too many leads that are low quality, it creates a problem for your sales team, because your sales team now has to spend hours upon hours filtering through those leads. Today, I'm going to talk to you about the ways that you can improve your lead quality in order to ensure that you're maximizing your return on your ad spend, as well as making the lives of your salespeople super duper easy so they can close more deals and you can look like the hero on the digital marketing side. Lead quality. This is a topic that comes up quite often because when we start a digital marketing campaign, often we can blow the roof off with the number of leads that we're getting, and over time we start to realize, hey, volume is great, but are the quality of your leads actually going to start to convert into proper customers? And why that's important is because we don't want to waste a lot of time going through leads to figure out what's working and what's not, and who actually wants to buy. So how do you improve the quality of your leads? There's a few ways. The main way that I love to do and to use is a philosophy around lead quality improvement, and that is what I call friction. Friction is essentially creating more hoops for your prospect to jump through in order for them to actually become a lead in your pipeline. And if you're getting low quality leads, it's because you're making it too easy for someone to convert. Now, for some of you who are maybe new to digital marketing, this might seem a bit backwards. You might think, hey Riaz, don't you want a lot of leads? Yes, you do, but you need to strike the balance between volume and quality, quantity and quality of leads. Because again, if you have too many, you're going to get leads that kind of are junk leads. And if you focus too much on quality, here's the other side of it. If you focus too much on quality and build in too much friction into your buying journey, you're not going to get people who are willing to jump through all of those hoops. So your goal is always to strike the balance between quantity and quality. And here's how. You want to make sure that on your lead capture form on your landing page or website is striking the balance between quantity and quality of questions that you're asking. So what I mean by this is if you run a campaign and you drive people to a landing page and you're only asking for their email address, you're probably going to get a lot of leads, and a lot of them are going to be junk leads. And in some circumstances, this makes sense. Usually at the top of the funnel, when you're getting to know a prospect for the very first time and you want them to start downloading your lead magnet or your guide to get them into your funnel so you can start nurturing them. It's okay at the top of the funnel to have very few fields on your lead form because you're just trying to make a connection and shake that person's hand for the very first time. As you move down the funnel, you want to make sure that you're asking more questions because that's going to help to identify who's actually serious about buying your product or service and who's wasting your time or maybe just browsing and they need to be nurtured, which is fine too. So, how do you increase the quality of the leads on your landing page? Well, adding more fields is one way to do that. So instead of just asking for their email address, ask for their job title if it's a B2B lead, their industry, how many employees they might have, or what pain point or solution your product or service is going to solve for them, or what solution is going to create for them if they engage with your product or service. Asking them their situational questions so that when they're filling out the lead form, they're actually being intentional and thoughtful. And when you're receiving the lead, you can go through it and your sales team can go through it and be like, hey, like this person really has a pain point that needs to be solved, or they're very aware of their solution, of what our solution is, and they're just shopping around. So that's one way, which is increasing the number of fields. Also, the quality of the questions that you're asking too. So sometimes if you ask too much personal information, maybe even phone number or something around revenue or income levels, people are going to bounce because although that's going to help you to get a stronger quality lead, it's creating too much friction. So your prospect is going to be a bit sensitive to providing that type of information to someone who they're just meeting possibly for the first time in that regard, right? Other things that you can do is conditional fields. So ask follow-up questions based on previous questions. So that is going to help to nurture and help you better understand who you're going after. Okay. Testing and iterating. So this is super important. When you're trying to strike the balance between the number of fields that your lead form has and to balance quantity versus quality, you want to think about testing this part of it. So what questions you're asking, how many fields of information, are you separating it out into a multi-step form? What are you providing as an incentive? Is it some type of guide, maybe a coupon? What are you giving back to the prospect in order for them to give you information? Because remember, information is very personal, right? So people just don't give it away lightly. So you want to test and iterate, because the ultimate goal is really to strike the balance between quantity of leads and quality of leads, so that you're getting an abundance of good quality leads. And if you are getting too many low quality leads, you may want to do some of the things that I've said, adding fields, better qualifying, better questions. If you're getting low quantity and high quality, you may want to look at reducing the friction points in order to increase the quantity of leads that you're getting, so that you have that perfect balance of quantity and quality, so you're happy and your sales team is happy along the way. All right. Thank you so much for watching. Keep in mind, I put out a video just recently about landing pages. Landing pages are super important in terms of generating leads. So check that video out as well, and I'll see you next time.